extractor. So this is really the problem they're having. It's not external hacker till 2 years ago. So when we can inject, we can do funny things. We can scan the addresses, IP addresses, 32-bit. Okay, good. Here, we're talking about signaling point code. That's the name of the addressing. DPC, destination point code, OPC, originating point code. 14-bit, excellent to scan. Very easy to scan the entire address space. That's doable. Vulnerability injection, MML injection, that's one. You can insert sometimes very dumb SQL injection in SS7 message. And the guys are like, we've tested our interconnection for 6 months of interconnection tests. You won't find anything. And sometimes you find really dumb like meta-character injection in there. You come from the IT world, you have a different mindset, that's good. And a lot of different minds are going to hack the system. Theirs is quite formatted. Telco is very formatted. So with a creative approach, you get it. Oh yeah, when I was speaking about the reach of MSUs down there, when you inject MSUs, that's what I told you, it goes a lot of different places. For the entry point that I didn't mention, you can have things like, okay, the LIG itself, and also SIP encapsulation. Some people wanted to use SIP, that's a good idea, but to connect two SS7 networks, that's a weird idea. And the guy said, oh, let's connect, and the code worked. He's like, oh, I'm losing my, my charging data records, which are not correlated to the other. Ah, don't worry. We are going to use this marvelous tool, which is called MIME pipes and headers, and we're going to encapsulate SS7 information into the headers and into the payload of the SIP message. Ouch. That means that sometimes with a SIP-T or some particular SIP connection, you can actually inject SS7 message inside the simple text message. So SS7 IP, basically IP came to a much easier thing and much less expensive network to run than pure SS7. And on top of it, it didn't depend on MTP1, MTP2, MTP3, which are SIGTRAN. SIGTRAN is just encapsulation of all the normal higher layer here that you see. These higher layer application protocols into IP. And for this, you're using IP, then a strange protocol which is called SCTP. Who has heard about SCTP before here? Yeah, quite some of you. So now it's starts to be familiar thanks to what? Kernel bug and the vulnerability in Linux kernel. The bad part is that to exploit this vulnerability, you have to have an opening and listening port on your machine which listens to SCTP connection. You're not talking about SCTP connection, it's called association. In telco, we like to do things very differently. Now, few machines have these ports open, except the Linux machines that were doing really interconnection for SS7. That means good. That means that you are able to directly exploit something that is on a very variable network. The specs are coming from IETF. So we're talking about RFC. 4960, maybe it's even superseded right now. When I saw this first protocol in 2000, 2001, 2002, I remember, I'm like, oh, okay, new protocol, talking to telco, let's code a scanner. And I discovered, well, many funny things that was DOS resilient, using cryptographic cookies to, as a sequence numbers, much harder predict. Then multi-stream, you're not having one connection, STD in, STD out, and then even out of the packet. You can say, I need 20 stream in, 100 stream out, that's it. And you order your stream. It's multi-home. Let's say I want to connect from 10.0.0.1 and 192.168.0.1 to the same address, .5, on the two networks. So you're connecting from a set of IP address to another set of IP address. This leads to interesting new vulnerabilities. So